It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. Oh, you got it. Check it out, please.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 43.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Sammy!
On play action, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 99. Watch twist.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get him! 58 to Mike. 58.
Hey, Haywood.
You're not ready.
Now, Liz.
Check 49. 25. Check.
Line up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Check right now. You got 58.
Shift. Kill.
Hey, flag. Get Mike.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. This is Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
258.
Such thing as a loss. We taking win calls.
Coming 50. Hey, you block over here.
Right. 50. I don't think you got it, son. Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Allen's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's the 26.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Bang. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Bilal Powell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
57 for Mike.
Kill. 53.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, box truck. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 36.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's pin them over here.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check 24.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, it's Allen. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Inside.
Slam.
Box it. Look again.
This is the running back, Powell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A big play there on the option. 44 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Toss play, Powell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 24. Check 13.
Powell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bilal Powell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He completes it to Evans. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete. It's Watson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Over. Hey, Echo.
Now Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Breeze now on 1st down. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike, check. 11. 59.
On play action, now Breeze. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
58's the mark. 58's the mark.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, Rodgers. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, check, check. Right now.
Check 37. Hey.
Right now. You got 58.
To throw again. Rodgers. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
59. Mike's 59.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And some space here. A great move by Montgomery. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Switches. Easy.
They run with Powell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal.
Let's see what you got. You go tight.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Go. Out. Right. Safe.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Third down.
Ready. 95, 56, 58.
57's Mike.
What is that? Bravo.
57.
What is that?
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check. Lucky. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Over. Going right.
Big edge.
Jim.
Motion.
Here's Powell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up.
Tally. Jump left, tally. Plant. 399.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
Smooth.
Push him back.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's checking. Crash.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
14. Hey, exit.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 38, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Sammy!
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Ready.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Here I come again.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Powell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go-around, a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Hey, 88.
50. Strip the ball.
Wide left.
That ball.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. There's Breeze. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jerry Hughes. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Got some room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Whoa. Hey, Delta.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jump out!
Mike 50.
Hey, flex.
Run you over. 25.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike.
Check 3. Check. Fresno.
They'll try the left side. Powell. Oh, look at the juke. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Double trip is here.
3rd and 8.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back north.
Hey, turn it up.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.